This is our lesson on laws of exponents, and the first thing that we need to cover when we simplify exponents are the different laws. Starting off with multiplication. When we multiply two items with the same base, both have a base of x, we add the exponents together. So x to the a times x to the b equals x to the a plus b. When we divide two values with the same base, we have x to the a divided by x to the b. We subtract the exponents, so we get x to the a minus b. When we take one exponent, we raise it to another. We multiply the exponents together. So x to the a to the b is x to the a times b. Anything to the 0 power is 1, so x to the 0 is 1. And if we have something to a negative power, like x to the negative a, we can rewrite it with a positive power, but we have to move it to the opposite side of the fraction. So right now, x to the negative a would be in the numerator. To make it positive, we have to move it to the denominator, so it becomes 1 over x to the positive a. If we had x to the negative a in the denominator, to make it positive, we would move x to the positive a into the numerator. So we're just going to look at one problem here that incorporates most or all of these rules, these laws. And we're going to start out with 3x squared y to the 4th z, all to the 3rd power, times 4x to the negative 2nd, y to the 5th, z to the 2nd, all of that to the 2nd power. All of that divided by 12x to the 4th, y to the 15th, z to the 10th. And I like to start on top. Start in my numerator. I start with parentheses and exponents. So first thing I want to do is take care of these exponents that are outside the parentheses. 3 cubed, 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. Remember, when we take one exponent, we raise it to another, we multiply those together. So 2 times 3 is 6, we have x to the 6th. 4 times 3 is 12, we have y to the 12th. And if there's no exponent written, it's a 1. So we have 1 times 3 gives us z to the 3rd. In the next parentheses, we have 4 squared, 16. Negative 2 times 2 gives us x to the negative 4th. 5 times 2 gives us y to the 10th. And 2 times 2 gives us z to the 4th. The denominator stays the same. Now I want to take care of any multiplication that I have. So I want to look at the numerator here and multiply this all together. 27 times 16 is 432. When we multiply, remember, we add our exponents together. So 6 plus a negative 4 gives us 2, x squared. 12 plus 10 gives us 22, so we have y to the 22nd. And 3 plus 4 gives us 7, so we have z to the 7th. Again, the denominator is going to stay the same. Now we can divide. 432 divided by 12 is 36. When we divide, we said we subtract our exponents. So 2 minus 4 would be negative 2. But we don't want negative exponents. So what we want to think about is, where do we have more x's? We have 2 of them on top, 4 of them on the bottom. We have more of them on the bottom. So we want to keep our x's on the bottom. So instead of taking 2 minus 4, we'll take 4 minus 2, which is 2, and leave them on the bottom, x squared. For the y's, we have more of them on top, 22 on top, 15 on the bottom. So our y's are going to be on top. 22 minus 15 is 7, y to the 7th. And we've got 7 z's on top, 10 of them on the bottom. We've got more on the bottom, so we're going to leave them there. 10 minus 7 is 3. So our final answer, 36y to the 7th over x squared z to the 3rd.